Welcome to HomeFront SitRep. I hope you're in for a great show today because I'm just a veteran talking about what's on my mind and maybe yours.
You can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can also check out HomeFront SitRep's YouTube channel.
Buckle up, the show is starting.
Battlefield, same damn life. No spotlight shining on the ones who serve. Just great sacrifice and a whole lot of nerve. From small town shops to a helping hand, we're lifting each other, yeah, that's the plan. No red tape, no filter, no disguise. Just truth in the fire, behind our eyes. This is HomeFront SitRep, hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here. This is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the scars we carry to the lives we rebuild. From the weight of silence to the strength of will. Non-profits grinding, boots on the street. No headlines chasing, just mission complete. Veteran alone, still chasing the dream. From a mic to a message, we're building a team. Creators and fighters, yeah, we all belong. Turn the pain into purpose, turn the hurt into song. No politics, no games, no divide. Just warriors standing side by side. This is HomeFront SitRep. Hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here. This is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. We don't forget, we don't walk away. We carry each other through every day. From combat boots to a boss to a seat, still standing tall, still hard to defeat. Real stories, real impact, real people. This ain't just a podcast. This is a movement. This is HomeFront SitRep, loud and clear, for the ones still fighting year after year. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here. This is HomeFront SitRep. Yeah, we rise, we grind, no regrets. Welcome to HomeFront SitRep.
Welcome in, everybody, to another Sunday edition of HomeFront SitRep. How is everybody doing? Gunny, how are you, sir?
I'll be doing better if my mic wouldn't stop screwing up or the kids screwing with it, whatever's going on with it. But nah,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
good, man. I'm tired. I'm worn down. We had selection and assessment for the team this week. So Thursday through today, a lot of long days, a lot of busy days, a lot of jumps, a lot of evaluating, a lot of, who do we bring on the team? Who do we cut, if any, right? So we had 6 started coming in this week, and then one of the guys got injured prior to camp, so he had to withdraw for this year, and he's going to get an invite to come back next year, the year after, whenever he's ready to come back. And then, obviously here tonight, had some tornado watches and warnings yesterday. It was only for a half hour, then it got extended out for an hour, and it came right over the house, like the center of it, right over the top of the house. They had small funnel clouds form, but nothing that I saw news-wise, confirmed touched the ground, and it came
Mm.
all the way up through, like, from Kentucky Speedway up over the house, so you're looking at, what, 40-something miles, that
Yeah.
this thing traveled, and then, I don't even know, after it passed me, I didn't care. Um, but, got Warrior Weekend this weekend. I've got Kevin and Lauren coming in on Thursday to do my interview. Finally, we found space in both of our schedules for them to come in there and do the interview. So they're going to come in in the morning to do the interview, and then we're all taking off to Warrior Weekend. So I'll be up there till Sunday, and then I'm home for until Friday, I think, and then off to Richmond. Then I'm home for 2 days, then off to Maine for a week, and then I'm back. And then I'm trying to think what I got. Oh, Mogadishu Mile meeting, and then the next 3 weeks after that's college football. So I am not going to be home at all for the next 2 months
Yeah, you're going
on
to
the
be
weekends. On the weekends, anyway. I'll be here during the week and do the domesticated house husband stuff and the cooking and the grocery shopping and all that stuff. But yeah, other than that, dude, I'm out. Miles is getting ready to go back to school, so he has orientation and all that fun stuff. And we've got to find him some work safe boots. So he's going to be an electrician. He'll be spending half the school day at a place called Ensweiler here. It's a trade school. So we're waiting to get his boots because I don't know if he can have steel toe or if it has to be composite. So we're waiting to get his stuff, and we'll figure that out
Yeah, I think they have
upon
to be composite.
orientation. So
Yeah, I think they have to be composite. If you're working with electricity, I think they have to be composite, which are better anyway. I wear composite toes or carbon
yeah,
fiber toes for my work. We can either do steel toes or carbon, and I like the carbon better. They're just lighter than steel toes, and then plus the cold, like during the cold weather, they don't freeze as quickly.
yeah. I mean, he's going to be inside doing learning, right? So I'm not worried about that aspect of it. I just, don't want him to get too shocked if something does happen, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, obviously it enters the body at one spot and has to leave in another. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna have steel down there. That's where it's probably gonna lead to. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather not. But
Yeah.
yeah, how'd your weekend go? I know you guys were supposed to have the car show. I mean, I've been off social media because
Well,
it's
the
early
car
mornings, late
yeah.
nights, and just come
Well,
home, take a shower,
the car show got canceled because of the pending thunderstorms. It was 90% chance.
yeah,
It didn't rain until later in the afternoon, so the car show could have still went. But they canceled it, so they gave me time to hang out with the wife and kids before they had to
yeah,
go do their stuff. And then Julie and we went down to my cousin's house and played cards with the family, which I haven't been able to do in quite some time. So it was nice going down to see my aunts and uncles and cousins and got to play some Texas Hold'em. And Julie actually played this time. She didn't start the first game, but she finished the first game because she played for my brother-in-law. She took his place so my nephew could go swimming with his dad. Um, and she got out pretty. She stayed in to the final table, like the final 8, and then she got out. Then we played a second round, and I didn't even make it. We had 2 tables set up. I didn't even make it to the second table where we all come together, so I got out early on the second round. But no, I came. So put it this way, we broke even. Let's put it that way. Like
yeah,
I won, I think, $50 from the first round, and then paid for her and I to play the second round, and we broke even. So I'm not complaining, man. It was
no,
good. We got up this morning, went to church. At church, they're doing the At the Movies series. So what they do is they find movies that uh, pertain to the sermon. So today was the movie Hoosiers. Where so the head basketball coach had a second chance. The assistant basketball coach, who his son played on the team, but he was a drunkard, and they gave him a second chance with stipulations. You can't be You can't drink around the kids and all of this. You got to be sober right to the sidelines. So it was all about second chances, and that's kind of what the sermon was about today. So it was a great day. And then Lorelai, she was at work, so she worked both of her jobs today. And then Grace, me, and Julie, we went to lunch at. So my mic is messing up again. Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah, it's going in and out a little bit, at least on my end.
All right, so let's see. I think I fixed that. Wiggled it around a little bit. I need to switch over. But we went. So we after church, Julie, Grace, and myself, we went up to the new restaurant in town, had lunch after church, and then I came home, did some stuff around here. Julie and Grace went shopping because both kids are getting ready to be out of the house. Part time anyway. Lorelai's going to be at Wilson. Grace is going back to EKU. So just getting ready for the whole next chapter. Still trying to figure out how we feel about that. Being empty nesters and stuff.
I already told you how's that going to go until the weekends. I mean,
right.
I'm not going to say it again. I've said it a lot, and I don't want Miss Julie to get mad at me, or the girls get embarrassed again. But
yeah, right.
But yeah.
I think it's going to be fun. That next chapter in life. Maybe Julie and I can act like we were teenagers again. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? We'll see. We will see. But that kind of goes into our guest for tonight. Her thing is about.
How's the naked room going into our guest?
I didn't say naked room, dude. I'm talking about fighting, continuing that fight, right?
You
done got me all. You done got me all messed up.
Did not work at all, Willis.
Dude, you done got
not even a little bit.
April, come get your boy.
That's not a good segue.
Man. Anyway, we got a great guest coming on. She's a returning guest. She is the author of the Fight series, Fight 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or you can get a hardback with all of them in there. What's up, James Thornton? How are you, sir? I ain't seen you in forever. Army veteran. Her whole mission is to help other veterans continue to fight and combat that 22. She's also working on another book which we're going to talk about as well. It's going to be a little bit different than the Fight series. So I'm super excited to have Miss Betsy Ross coming back and joining us on the show. So are we ready to bring her up, Gunny?
It's my first time with her being on the show. Every time that she's been on, I was not around. So she has popped in the comments every now and again or on the Tickety Talk. But yeah, this is my first time actually meeting her via, camera. So yeah, I'm super excited, especially learning about her new book. I don't read. We've discussed that a ton. But I did, get the digital copies and listen to the digital copies, and yeah, super great series. So I'm excited to see what she's bringing to the table now.
I think the next book might be better suited for your wife, though.
That's fine, which is fine.
All right, here we go. Let's bring her in.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back, Miss Betsy. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back.
Well, we are glad you are back. First, I want to say thank you to you and your husband who's watching via YouTube at the present moment in time. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us here on HomeFront SitRep.
Of course.
If you don't mind, reintroduce yourself to the world of HomeFront SitRep, if you don't mind.
Oh, boy. Where do I begin? I'm Betsy Ross, author of the Fight series. Pretty much just what Willis said. But I kind of do a lot of things, but definitely with the Fight mission, which is behind the Fight series itself, is trying to motivate people to keep fighting the fight. Because even on the civilian side, whether you've served or not, we all have our days, especially mentally or emotionally and everything. So yeah, veteran or not, you can definitely take something from the Fight series. But beyond that, I'm a lot of things: a mother, a wife, a lab tech. I'm a little bit of everything. A seamstress, you name it. Like I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you're a rancher and everything.
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
So, all right. So there's a lot that's happened since the last time that you were on the show. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, a lot. You decided to write.
It's been a while.
I think not just one book. You're actually writing a couple. Well, you have ideas to write a couple different books, and I think maybe one or two's in the works. Plus, you're a little bit more involved with the. I just said it a while ago. Um, Slipped my brain. The music.
Hero
Um,
stock.
yeah, Hero Stock.
Stock.
Yeah, you're a
Oh.
little bit more involved with that and a little bit of everything. So,
Yes.
what's been going on in your world?
Well, pretty much that. Yes, Hero Stock's around the corner. I've been last 2 years, but this will be my first year as a vendor. So I'll have a book signing table with that. So if you're in Ashland, Nebraska, definitely check out Hero Stock's event, which is coming up August 14th and 15th. It is a 2-day event. But besides that, I've also been getting more involved with the pinup world, thanks to Hope for 22 a Day and their pinup shows and whatnot. They've kind of introduced me to how to do that. So my first pinup contest is coming up. I'll also be invited back with Hope for 22 a Day, going to Frisco, Texas for the Celebrity Softball Classic, which is another amazing event. I attended that last year as well. So yeah, there's just been a lot of events that I've been kind of getting more and more involved while also writing books and whatnot. So yeah, the new book down in Georgetown, that is definitely not anything military related. It was meant to be fun. So yeah, I'm dabbling in the veterans awareness, mental health mission, but also having fun with life as well.
Yeah, you got to have fun in life, because Gunny and I will tell you, if you just focus strictly on the veteran side of things, that compassion fatigue will set in. And if you don't enjoy life, like if you don't focus on your kids, if you don't focus on your marriage, if you don't focus on yourself directly,
You just don't take a break. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Have to take a break.
it's going to set in on you really quickly, and you're going to be like, man, I don't want to do this no more. And that's where a lot of veterans struggle, because we have that servant heart, right? We want to help our brothers and sisters, but we can only do it so much. And if we don't focus on ourselves, that's what gets us. And then that we get burned out. Who's going to take care of us if we don't take care of ourselves, right?
Exactly.
So-
Absolutely.
So let's talk about Hero Stock, because there's some people in here probably that don't know what Hero Stock is. I know Jason, the founder, he's a pretty cool cat, and it started out originally as Hero or Vet Fest or something of that nature, and then it changed to Hero Stock because he started including first responders and your community heroes, and it started out as a 1-day event. When he did it, what he wanted to do was also highlight the veteran nonprofits that were in that area. And it's grown. I mean, I've been following Hero Stock now for a really long time, and I just love to see how it's grown. Do you know how many concerts they have this year set up? Do you know?
I honestly don't know about this year. The last 2 years, I definitely saw a difference on how many people attended, how many vendors were there. To me, it's a very amazing event, but unfortunately, I don't know all the details.
Well, I'm Googling it real quick. I didn't mean to throw you on the. All right, so they got, let's see, Hero Stock 2026, August 15th. That's one. Let's see. Trying to see. They don't even have them all on here on their website. I'm gonna have to get with Jason and be like, "What the heck, bro? Why why are they not all on the website?" Because I think the only one they have on the website right now is the main one. So yeah, it's weird.
He's probably made a post about it.
Let's see. All right, so here's August 14th, August 15th. I'm on a different herostock.org right now. No, it's different. I don't know. It's weird. I'll have to get with Jason and be like, what the heck, man? What's going on with it? So, yeah, anyway, it looks like, so they got the Hero Stock pre-party August 14th, 5 to 10 p.m. at Country Drive Golf Course in Ashland, Nebraska. Looks like there's going to be live music, food, drinks, patriotism, and then on the next day, on the 15th, they got country music festival and resource fair. They got Blackhawk that's going to be there. The Tyron Band, Briella Steiner will be there as well. Shelby K and the High Class Hillbillies, and then 75 plus vendors and more. So you can get your tickets at herostock.org.
So that's
So
that's halfway. Ashland's halfway between Omaha and Lincoln.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, so you knew that?
Yeah.
Willis, you knew that?
Yes, yes, because I looked it up last time I was going to go. So
Right off I-80. Well,
God,
I mean,
he's
there's
so
people
mean to
out
me.
here, I'm sure, that don't know where Ashland, frickin' Nebraska is.
Yeah, right. And Jesse here
There's a
says
beard
plus
contest.
the beard.
There is a beard
contest.
contest this year.
Nice. Is it longest beard, fullest beard, or they have
I'm
multiple?
not sure how they're grading it. I'm not
Yeah,
judging it.
it's a beard contest, huh? Yeah, everybody gonna lose them. ZZ Top Boys show up.
Right.
Right. All right, so let's talk about down in Georgetown. So everybody kind of knows what Fight Series is because we've been talking about it so long, and it seems like more people, because I see your posts all the time where you say this many books sold, this many audio books sold, and stuff like that. So let's talk about Fight first. So how is that series taking off?
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
It's not. But that's expected. Like, Fight is not meant for book sales. Like, it's not the next Harry Potter. Like, it's a very unique series. It's about raw and real emotions. Even though it's fictional, there's still real emotions. There's still those real experiences many veterans do face, regardless if you've deployed or not, regardless of what your rank was. You're going to take something from the series just based on the fictional characters. Now, I did interview real veterans and obviously use my own personal experiences and emotions on it too, but it's a little bit of everything. It's meant to get people talking, get people thinking about that transition process. Because people say, well, you just go get a job, you just go find a place to live. Like, you basically, like, it on paper it sounds very easy, but it's kind of like that mourning process, or just I don't even know, think of another word for it, but I've always described it more like a mourning process of you basically overcoming the old you who was in uniform. Now that you've taken off the uniform, now you got to relearn yourself. You have to readapt to the new standards, the new structures, the new jargon, the new everything, because that's your next chapter in life. And it's very easy to lose sight of your own personal self, your own mission, your own purpose, because a lot of people put so much emphasis on what the uniform stands for. Nothing wrong with that, but you definitely have to keep motivated, and it's hard to keep motivated because most of us lose contact with our chain of command. We don't have that team leader anymore. We don't have those people we pretty much lived with, basically, or saw every single day. Now all of a sudden we went back home, or we're no longer have to be in formation at certain times anymore. We're no longer going on those missions, training missions or otherwise. So yeah, we have to relearn ourselves, readapt. And it's very easy to just say, what's the point? And then you start going down some very negative pathways there, especially if you are drinking or using other substances to help numb anything, because it's out of your control. So now you have to refine yourself, find what you do like again, and whatever the individual wants to do. And
yeah, we talked about that quite a bit on the show here, about losing that sense of purpose, losing that sense of camaraderie, and how we as veterans go down those rabbit holes. And like you said, they use alcohol to fight that feeling, or they use other substances that they couldn't use while they were in the military to help fight that, or they go to the VA and get hooked on pain pills or whatnot because they got hurt or whatnot. And sometimes that's a losing battle for a lot of veterans out there, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And that's when I read your books, like I'm like Gunny, I don't like reading. but I will listen. So I've listened to your books on audio, and it felt really real, like the emotions and everything that the characters were going through. And it's just like, man, and I know other people, if they get the book series, whether they read it or if they listen to it like Gunny and I, they'll be like, man, even non-veterans that listen to it, because there's a lot of people that go through these emotions. And I think it would be a really good book series for a lot of people to read, especially ones that have gone through some stuff in their life, had trauma in their life, those traumatic experiences. And I think it would be good for them. But and I hope it takes off for you. I really do. And then you're working on down in Georgetown.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it a little bit, because it's not a, I don't think it'd be a book for me and Gunny to read. More of our wives to read. What do you think about that?
Well, it depends on what they're into. Because mine's really, I don't know. I wanted something fun to write outside of the fight series. And because fight series, like I said, it's not meant to try to get sales. It was more of, it had a mission of its own. Right. But down in Georgetown, it's like a B-rated movie type thing. It's a cheesy, it started out as a mafia romance type, just cheesy, whatever. But the more I started writing it, it became more just mobster related. Like, it's not really, I mean, it's still cheesy B-rated movie type thing, but I wanted something that was just fun to read. And I've always been told, well, write what you would read. And I love mobster and mafia type history. I've seen every documentary I've seen. Like, I love it. And plus it's set in the 40s, which I love the 40s. I love everything about the 40s. And so I wrote basically a fictional story of these mobsters living in Georgetown, Kentucky, and they basically become the new boss. But it has some of today's technology, even though it's set kind of in the 40s era. There is some of today's technology, such as phones and stuff like that. So I wanted to put a little twist of my own, which is why I love fiction, because with fiction you can literally do whatever you want. Yeah. If you want dragons, then have dragons. Like, it doesn't even matter what era it is. But right. So yeah, I kind of just made this just a fun, cheesy. You got your villains, but yet they're on the good, they're the good guys there, but yet they're also the bad guys. So, and I love messing with that line with that. So yeah, it's just a fun, cheesy.
So how did you select like Georgetown, Kentucky as the focal point?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's because of, I don't know. Actually, I kind of just, this is what I wanted. It was funny because my mind kind of just went, this is what I want to do. And I started developing characters, and then I thought about other things. But I think it's because of like Kentucky bourbon.
Okay.
I thought like, okay, let's stick with Kentucky then, because obviously they're in alcohol sales, they're in all these other things. So I think that's kind of what just stuck with me. And then Down in Georgetown kind of just read in my head. I'm like, that's the title. I don't even care about anything else. That's the title, because it just sounded good. Like Down in Georgetown. But now I've created it to be a 2-book series. So
I say that a lot because I go to Georgetown a lot. So I'm going down to Georgetown. So it's always
So Gunny, you might read this book.
I don't know. I definitely have my own writing style though. So we'll see. I mean, every writer has their own style. So we'll see, because I feel like this will be the main book that puts me as a good author, because fight is unique. It's written unique for a purpose. But Down in Georgetown, that's my style. That's just how I write. So that will really tell.
Are you going to try to find somebody that has a little rough and gravelly voice to read it, for the audio, or you're going to get a lady to read it,
Probably not a lady, but it's.
I mean, they got some rough and gravelly voices. I don't know.
There are some, but
I think Gunny's volunteering.
I am not volunteering. I mean, if I had the time, absolutely I would. But man, I just don't have the time. But no, I mean, I'm going to go back to the fight series, right? There was 4 different people that read, and we talked about the emotion piece of that. And no matter who was reading it, to include the English guy, and I had to listen to that one twice, and that's for my own, just trying to get the accent and plugging it in, right? But the emotion of every person that read it came out where it needed to come out, right? So, and I mean, it's a great series. I'm not gonna say it was a great series. It is a great series. I've listened to it a couple times already, and it's cycled through a couple times on my list. So, but yeah, no, it's just great. And again, I'll listen to the book whether it's meant for me or not. Now, if it's some smutty romance thing, probably not.
It's
Probably
not
not.
smutty in any way.
Right? But I'm down with some gangster. I just got back from Alcatraz and got to see the Capone suite and all that stuff. So yeah, dude. I mean, who doesn't like a good Bonnie and Clyde, and the bad guy being the good guy at the end, or that twist, and then who ends up being the bad guy really at the very end. Dude, I'm all about that. It's kind of like a John Wick, right?
Yeah.
I love John Wick.
A bad guy that turns to the good guy, but then becomes the bad guy again, right? So, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
We'll see, though. We'll see, because it's definitely not.
The sheriff did it. So what would you consider your writing style? Good question. Yeah.
Well, I can't really blame Fight, but this is why I kind of started with Fight, was that I write with a lot of emotion. I don't like putting too much detail in things because that drives me insane as a reader, because I've been a bookworm all my life, and I hate it when there's too much description where I forget where we even were in the story. So that's one reason I know a lot of people don't like the Fight, the way it jumped around. But that was because of how first person yet third person it was kind of written. But with Down in Georgetown, it is straight third person, and I tried very hard not to put too much emotion in it and try to give just enough detail that I thought the reader needed to know at that time. But with Fight, the only description that you get is what the reader sees, feels, hears. If you need to know what color the wall is in every room, Fight's not going to be for you, because the characters don't always see it. They don't always recognize it. So that's why with Fight, it was more of whatever the character feels and sees, hears, whatever, that's what the reader's going to know. But Down in Georgetown, I just give enough that I feel like you need to know. But I've had to catch myself not to put too much of the human emotion in it, because this isn't Fight. With Fight, you have to put all the emotion in it. And then Down in Georgetown, they don't need to know all the psych parts of it. So, I've had to catch myself with that. But being that Down in Georgetown is what I'm calling my first official novel, even though technically Fight Collection is a novel, but this is because it's 4 books in one. I don't count it as my first novel. But Down in Georgetown, I don't know. I kind of wanted to make it just light and whatever, but I already know I can sense some people coming back with like, what? That didn't make sense. Well, that's the beauty of fiction. Like, I don't know.
Right. It made sense to you at that time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't have to make sense to everybody. And that's what, what's wrong with the world today is everybody's like, oh, it's got to make sense to everybody. No, it don't. It just got to make sense to the people who wants to read it. I mean,
yeah, and I think that depends on what genre you're into. Like if you like the I can't think of the movie now, but if you like dragons and you like the fantasy type, then that's gonna draw you to that. And there's a way that those authors write in that way. And then there's, then you do have the smut reading, and then you do have just general war fiction, or you do have, other genres. And hello, Stephen. So yeah, it really depends on the reader, of course. And as a writer, you kind of have to be open-minded that everyone's going to have an opinion. But with Fight it's painfully unique. I don't even know how to describe it. War fiction, like I don't know.
It's more fact-based fiction, right?
More or less. I mean, a lot of it, it's still fiction. But I've always been struggled with how do you describe fight? Like, what is fight? Well, fight depends on the reader. I mean, if you're a veteran, it's going to hit home for you. And then there's a lot of people who don't like that because now that you've triggered those emotions in that individual, they're going to say, I hate it because it's making them feel things. So it's like you really have to, if you hear someone say they don't like the book, or if you read a negative review, figure out what it is. Yeah, the why. Like, why is it? Is it because it made them cry? Is it because they felt something or they remembered something they didn't want to remember? So fight is definitely painfully unique. That's why it's hard to, that's why I'm always asking honest reviews, even if it did make you cry, even if you didn't like it. Why? Why didn't you like it? Let's start those conversations, because fight is a tool. There are people who read a page and then they write in a journal. There's people who've given my book to their therapist. Like, there's people who have used fight to be a voice, as a tool to help them in their own healing journey. So fight is painfully unique. And there's people who can only read one page at a time, but it is out there to try to be a voice for those who feel like they lost theirs. Because me, as a veteran, when I got out, I didn't have a voice. The VA denied me. Even if I needed to speak to someone in mental health, they said they wouldn't help me. So I had to help myself. And so it's been a long journey since, and I've met a lot of amazing people, even including y'all, through this journey of fight and the fight mission. So fight's definitely saved my life. It has saved 5 other people's lives. It's saved 2 marriages, and those are just the ones I know about. So fight is on an incredible mission. But down in Georgetown is purely fun. It's meant to just be just something that I would read, something that I would, just have fun.
Heck yeah.
Hoping don't get judged too much.
I can't wait to read it, just for the simple fact you wrote it.
I don't like it, Willis, because it's not good.
Listen here, Gunny. Don't make me break out the knife hand on you.
Oh God.
Yeah, she talked about going to formation. You know when the last time I was in a formation was? Like, probably when I got pinned to friggin' Gunny. And I was standing at the back of it. Before that, it was before I pinned Stassart, and I was standing at the back of it.
Well, the last time I was in a formation was in 2003, so I'm an old dog, so I'm still younger than you by 1 year, though, Gunny.
You are.
Wow.
Betsy's like, what did I just walk into?
Y'all every time. It's okay.
So how?
Yeah, Steven says it's not a coloring book, so you won't like it. No crayon.
Listen, Steven LaMonica. Send you back to the Tuesday crew, bro.
When you send Willis a copy, make sure you send the red crayon with it. He'll be happy. He'll be perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, just send me a red crayon. Now, are you going to do audiobook with it as well?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because I am self-published. I'm the one having to pay the narrator. I'm the one, unless I just narrate it myself, but I don't exactly have a proper room to do that. But
It's need to do it for you.
If y'all wanted to.
We'll volunteer. Jesse will volunteer for you.
I don't know. I don't know if he would. But I'm not sure. Right now, it's more of, I'm just going to see where it goes, because maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. Because like I said, everyone has their own writing style. And I don't know if I'm like, I may have been meant to write fight, but what about other books? What about fun books? A cheesy mafia book? Like, am I worthy? I don't know. I have 150 pages here, so I can't wait to find out.
I think you're worthy. So. And Jesse said he would narrate it for you.
Of course he did.
Oh man. So you're getting ready to go to Hero Stock. And then you got the pinup show coming up as well. Mm-hmm. So what do you like about doing the pinup shows?
I think it's something, well, one, again, I love the 1940s. I loved everything about that pinup era and how it helped society even back during World War II and all of that. So I find that the pinup kind of has that motivational side of it that fight kind of is as well. It's about motivating people to keep fighting the fight and whatnot. I'm not an organization or anything. I'm not really raising money for any purpose. It's more of being a voice. It's about motivating one another, having each other's back, encouragement, and etc. But that pinup definitely kind of did the same exact thing. Of course I am. I've always been very hard on myself, but I hold myself to a very hard standard. But pinup in itself, because I've always been a tomboy too, it's nice to just be a girl, I guess, for once. But again, it's kind of really all goes back to just that pinup was that motivation factor back in the 40s.
Yeah.
Back when World War II was going on, saying, hey, okay, the men have gone on fighting, but we're going to keep motivating. We can still move forward. That's why the women went into working. That's why you have Rosie Riveter and all of this encouraging. It's motivation. It's the let's go. We can still be beautiful and badass at the same time. Let's do this. We can do this. And so I think a part of that is what really feels like I'm linked to it. Again, always had a fascination with the 40s, but in history and such, but being able to stand up and go, especially as a female veteran, we can be beautiful. We can still get our hands dirty. We can still wear the lipstick while we do it. Like we can still do what the guys do more or less, but we can still motivate and still be there for one another. And so the pinup shows have been kind of like a hobby. It's not like who I am per se. It's just another fun side quest, like you said, being
eagle on there.
Yeah, well, I'm wanting to get into a pinup magazine. That is definitely my goal. And then once I do that, I don't know where I'll go next, but because of fight, I've been able to get involved with other veteran organizations, veteran podcasts, veteran everything. And so it's nice to find there's different ways to find a voice. It's a different way to stand up and motivate others, encourage one another, and inspire one another. Male, female, doesn't matter, regardless of branch, regardless if you are a veteran or not, even if you just know a veteran, being able to help each other and understand one another in that way, we can try to help bridge that gap, which is what fight's really intended for, is helping bridge that gap so we can help veterans who are just leaving the military, like, hey, we're surviving out here. Like, you can keep going. It's okay. And so, yeah, there's just so many different aspects of what fight is wanting to highlight. And because of that, it kind of introduced me to pinup. And so I've kind of just stuck with it because it gives me encouragement and confidence, as well as, again, even the female veteran side of it.
Well, I mean, just the confidence boost that it gives you. Because I know when we first were introduced to you, a while back. I don't want to go say how far back, but a while back. You could definitely tell a difference in your personality from there to now. And then even just with watching you, like doing your lives, when you do go live on TikTok and stuff like that, how your personality has changed. From Willis should no. No, Stephen, no. Willis should not do no penis.
Nobody wants to see that, to include his wife.
I don't even want to see that.
Good Lord. I'm not sleeping tonight.
Yeah, I'm not putting no wig on, no nothing. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Nightmares are made out of.
But yeah, just to see your personality and see you come out of your shell. Of course, I text you, not every day, but I text you frequently just to check in on you and stuff like that. And of course, I follow you on Facebook, and I just love to see how you've grown in the last 2 years. I'm just going to throw out a number, because you've grown quite a bit in those 2 years.
Oh, yes. I've got way more involved in meeting new people. And I think it's because, well, even as we said in the beginning, it's that, well, she's just a female. What is she talking about? Oh, she never deployed, or she wasn't a grunt. She didn't do this. And so in the beginning, that's pretty much the wall I kept hitting. And so, yeah, it definitely knocks a lot of your confidence down, going, is this what I need to do? Is this what's needed? And then I did find the right people, and I did find the people who did have my back, who would encourage me, such as even Jason or Kashi with Hope for 22. And just, it was definitely a team effort without anyone knowing, you or anybody realizing, was that y'all were kind of that team, that backup support that kind of was just little by little give me the encouragement I needed, saying the right things at the right time type thing. Like, you can do this, like you got it. And so, yeah, it's been a fight all on its own, was keep getting the word out there. I may not be #1 bookseller, but when you hear those testimonies, when you hear people who have heard it on Audible or read the books or even a part of the book, it's amazing how surreal and how wholesome and humbling and all of that really is, that it really over time, it created that foundation. And I believe I was able to stand up more confidently, because it's like, no. I've had people say that they were thinking of unaliving themselves, and now they said they changed their mind.
Yeah.
What's already saved a life. Saving one life alone is worth it, with everything, with all the trolling and the bullying and everything else that came along with this, was that it's working. Whatever this is, this very unique genre of a story, it's doing something good. It's helping people. It's finding the people it needs to reach. You may not like it because you're not ready to feel those emotions or remember those things, but when you're ready, all those things will start coming into play.
Yeah.
And so that's what's been kind of amazing, is you don't have to read all of it in one sitting. You can read one page, walk away, fight those demons a little bit, and then come back and go, you know what? I actually feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about life. I feel good about me being me again, type thing. And so fight on its own has been amazing. So again, that gives me that foundation where it's like, you know what? I'm just going to actually take my own advice and actually stand up and fight for others and say, like, no, I can do this. I am capable. I am the right person for the job.
All this while trying to get her degree and
Yes.
working many hours.
Yes.
And odd hours too, like not easy 9 to 5 hours or 8 to
No.
3. It's some crazy hours. So I
That's awesome.
applaud you. And I've told you numerous times, I will always be there in your corner. And I applaud you for, fighting the fight and keeping the fight going, because there's a lot of people out there that, talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And um, I'm one of those. Like, when I read your book, the first book, it was read a couple pages, and I was like, oh man, I can't read no more, and I had to put it down. And then, of course, when I got to the audio, it was like, oh, all right, I got to turn this off, and then I'll come back to it. Just because some of the emotions there were just like, oh, it is a little bit triggering. And I could see where other people would be like, oh, this could be really triggering, for some people out there. And it's just like, but I do applaud you for coming out of your shell, and I'm grateful to be a part of that, a small part of helping you come out of your shell, because the encouragement and stuff was much warranted for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, even though it's not, I can't say that it won't be a mainstream book. Like, the fight series will never be a mainstream book. I can't say that, because who knows what'll happen. It might get in the right person's hand, and they're like, hey, we want to redo this, remaster it or whatnot, and it could take off. Who knows? And then I'm hoping once you get done with down in Georgetown that it takes off, and you don't have to work the crazy hours that you're working. And you could continue the fight mission and keep bringing that up, because I know a lot of times, because you got to support a family with what you're doing. So you're working, the job that you're working, Jesse's working the jobs that he's working, taking care of your kiddos there at the house, and then taking care of the ranch and everything else too. So it's very time consuming with all of that. So
Absolutely. No, I do appreciate it, but it does take a village. It takes a team to help one another, and that's the thing I feel like, and I understand why, because you do have bad apples. You do have people who, even organizations that have taken advantage of veterans. I get it. I understand, but there are good people. When you get like-minded people together, amazing things do happen. And I talk about that with Hero Stock. I talk about that with certain individuals, including yourself and your podcast and what y'all do. Y'all do unite the right people. Y'all may not like really have a say in that, but as far as like you get the like-minded people together and go, you have a similar mission, I want to be a part of it. And then you get people, a bunch of people who have the same passions, the same love for whatever they're doing. Amazing things do happen, even things you don't even plan for. And
Yes,
fight
ma'am.
was definitely that for me. So I'm always very grateful for you guys and everyone involved that has been supportive and encouraging of fight.
Yeah, I tell you, it gets talked a lot on the show. I mean, I think every time we start talking about veteran authors, the first thing that Willis points to are the the 4 books behind him, and talks about the series and what it represents. So yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I listened to it, and there was a few times I'm like, I'd put some metal on because I needed that break, right? And I spend most of my year on the road, and that's why I do the audio. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm ready to start back up again and pull it back up. And there's a few points that they're probably deleted by now, but that I would be like, oh, save. And I'd go back and just listen to that one passage again. Right. And then I'm like, man, and I'd think about where I was when certain passage was being talked about. And I'm like, am I good with that? Do I still need to hold that deep inside? Can I let that out? So yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps a lot, and yeah, it is. I mean, it's very, very powerful. I'm sure people that were driving down the road look at me like, "What's this dude crying about?" Because there's a few times that the tears start flowing. I'm like, man, I got to pull over at this friggin' rest area and get out and take a breath, take a walk, get a snack, get a drink, take a couple deep breaths, reflect on my own personal life and what I'd been through, what I experienced, and what guys that I served with have and are experiencing. I'm like, oh yeah, take that breath.
I appreciate that. It's one of those things. It's a tough fight, but it's a fight if we can just brace for impact, if you will, that everything will be okay. But we have to encourage people that it's gonna hurt. You're gonna cry, but that's okay.
Yep.
It's okay to feel a little bit. I understand why they're wanting to go numb and whatnot, because we've been there. We've been trying to get away from it, but you can't run from it. You do have to face it, and you will be able to laugh again. Because I'm always saying that in my TikTok videos, was that you are able to laugh. This is your life. Enjoy it while you can, because not everyone gets to do that. So we're alive now. Let's keep going. Let's keep fighting, and you will be able to be okay again. How you doing, Rich? So yeah, no, I definitely appreciate that, because having the feedback is very helpful, because it's hard to beg for reviews when no one wants to talk about those feelings, or let's talk about fight or whatever. So it's hard to get the conversation going, but once you get it started, people are like, oh, that's it? Yeah, that's it.
Once you start talking about your demons, I'm not going to say they leave, but they don't hunt as much, right?
I agree.
The sharks don't come in and they don't friggin', that blood's not boiling. And so the more and more you talk about it, the more and more comfortable you'll get with it. And eventually you're just going to be like talking to anybody that will listen, right? And it may help people, right? Or they can be like, oh, that's really not for me. But it doesn't have to be for you, right? But you have to find what works for you to help you get over your hurdle.
Yeah.
Strongly agree, which is why I'm always, trying to motivate others to look into the different organizations. There's some that take veterans fishing and hunting and outdoorsy things, and there's even quilting for veterans. Like, there's other things going on. You don't have to necessarily read a book, but if that is your thing, because you want to do it in the comfort of your own home type thing, self-therapy in a way, you can check out Fight and see if it is going to speak to you in a way where you feel like you can face those demons again. And then if you need to reach out, that's okay too. Reach out to someone you feel comfortable talking to, or even if it's about nothing, being able to just enjoy life again. Don't feel so locked down from your past and those dark emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly that there's something within one book, right? Whether it's the 1, 2, 3, or the 4, that if people listen or read all of them, there's going to be something that sticks out to everybody, because everybody has faced some type of trauma, period. At death in the family, or something they witnessed, or being blown up, or being shot, or whatever, right? And Willis and I talked about this, I don't know, it was last week or 2 weeks ago, that, the average person will see up to, 5 traumatic events throughout their life, right? Military members, it's more. Police officers is like 500 plus if they stay a career. So everybody's experienced trauma. There is something in one of those books that is going to flip that switch to that person and make them think about that traumatic event and be like, wow, I know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Stephen is saying that you need to take clips and people will read it just from hearing what Gunny and I have said. I don't know if I'm that influential. I can influence people that much, Stephen. But thank you for the vote of confidence, my brother. But no, I agree
with Maine, so no one's going to listen to what I have to say.
No, I agree with Gunny. I mean, there are things in each one of the books that somebody's going to pick out and say, "Oh, I can relate to that quite a bit." And like I said, it's a hard read, but once you get into it and you get that mentality, it's okay not to be okay. You can make it through the book. Yeah, Steven said it made him think. Yeah. So no, I love it. I can't wait. So when I'm gonna throw this question out there, you might not have an answer for me, but when will Down in Georgetown be available to buy on Amazon?
I'm honestly not sure. I would definitely hope by the first of next year. I've only got one chapter to finish up, and then I got to do a lot of editing and making sure there's no holes in the story or anything, because I've added on a second book to it, because now it's a 2-book series. Because I didn't see any end in sight, so I've just split it into 2 different books. And so this first book, Down in Georgetown, I'm shooting for the end of the year.
Okay.
So we'll see. But I'm always updating.
Well, we need to know when it's available so we can get a copy of it, and hopefully we can read it. Hopefully. So.
There's no crazy scenes in it.
I know, but I think it's my ADD that would kick in and be like, that's just
I know that.
And fall asleep, is that
yeah, just I'm out. But anyway, I do want to say thank you again for coming and hanging out with me and Gunny for this hour, because it's already an hour has gone by. It went by really, really quickly. So before we drop you in the green room and then wrap up the show, you want to leave our audience with an outgoing statement?
Let's see. Well, no matter what you're going through, know that you're never alone, but you don't have to fight alone either. We always say keep fighting the fight, but if you're not able to stand up for yourself just yet, it's okay to ask for someone else to have your back. It's okay to, if you need to, just recheck in with yourself. Don't forget to breathe. That's the main thing I tell all my followers. Remember to breathe. Life is crazy. Life will always be crazy, but you remember to breathe. Remember who you are, and you keep fighting the fight. You will win. You just have to give yourself that mercy and that grace that you can breathe. It's okay to step back 3 steps if you need to, but you just keep going. You keep fighting the fight.
I love it. And Betsy, I want to say thank you again, my friend.
I mean, I think we can close the show on that.
Just close it on that.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh, well, thank you again. We're going to drop you in the green room. If you want to hang out, hang out. If you got to go, we understand as well.
Thank y'all so much for inviting me back.
You're welcome anytime, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, how cool was that, Gunny?
It's good stuff, man. I mean, and it's great, to hear, because I listened to the podcast when she was on, and of course the comments when she puts in, when she's jumped in and about the fight series, but to hear it from her herself, right? Because I don't have TikTok, I call me old, but I don't do that.
You are
I've got so much other stuff going on in my life, but yeah, I mean, it's cool, and that's that whole series, man. Like I said, there's times that I had to stop and either stop listening or stop, period, and gather myself. And I definitely, just I don't think I could have listened to it here at the house. I would have had to like go to the basement and just to be with my feelings for a while, right? And I mean, my wife has seen me cry. My kids have seen me cry. Hell, I did it this weekend during selection training because we had one of the Gold Star dads um, that I've known for a long time now just stop in, and um, they asked, who he was later that night, and I got to tell the story of his son. And I served with him. I picked him up from the School of Infantry, and I've known his dad for, man, long time. Not as long as I've known you, but a long time.
You
But
know
yeah,
me for a while.
yeah, just I mean that series does. I mean, it will. I'm not going to say it might. It will resonate with you in some way, shape, or form. It just all the things get talked about, and again, we've all experienced some type of trauma, and it's there, it's in there, and it will bring out the emotions. It will bring some of the things you may not want to talk about or haven't talked about in a long time right to the forefront. And like I said, you got to talk about it. Just don't let it build up and turn into anger or hate. You just got to, I'm not going to say get over it, but you got to learn to kind of deal with what happened and move on and put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And it's hard sometimes to do that. I've talked about it all the time on the show where, there's one family that blames me for the death of their loved one. And, one, I wasn't in the unit anymore. I wasn't in the infantry anymore, but it's still my fault because I helped him get ready for boot camp. And, that's something I still live with today. And I know in my heart that it wasn't my fault, but anytime I see the family, it's that it's there. It comes right back all over again. And then the guilt comes back again. And then it takes a while to realize, like, you know what? It, that's something he wanted. He wanted me a Marine. He showed up. I didn't go and drag him to the gym. I didn't make him sign on the line. I wasn't even his recruiter. But just that family, I mean, it's one of those things, and it's then you get told don't ever visit his marker again. First of all, piss off.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say for you on that one. And I'll visit every Angelversary, and I visit Memorial Day every single year because I care. But and it'll bring up emotions that you haven't had in a long time, especially service members that have learned how to shut that piece off.
Yeah. The whole emotional piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. So I can't wait for the book to come out. And if you are watching this now or listening to it, go to www.fightwithbetsyross.com. That's fightwithbetsyross.com. You can actually go there. You can order her fight series from her website, or you go to Amazon and order it there as well. When you get the book and you read it, make sure you go and leave a review. That helps the author out. And leave an honest review. If you like the book, if it made you cry, if you hated the book, whatever, leave an honest review. That's what helps these authors out, these veteran authors, any author in general. The reviews that they get, that helps them get noticed, and pushes it out to the algorithm and stuff. So go to fightwithbetsyross.com. So Gunny, I've been working with
leave a negative review. Say why. Did it
Yeah.
make you cry? Did it make you feel the emotions you don't want to feel? Just don't say I didn't like it. Well,
Yeah.
why? Why, please?
So I've been working with our partners there at Elite Engraving, creating some commercials for them. And I told her I was going to play it. So I just got the okay to. I'm going to play the short one because I did do a long one as well. But I'm going to play the short one for them real quick, just because I like it. So I'm going to play it real quick.
Army grit and Air Force pride, crafted with precision every time. From hats to awards, your brand will shine. A lead engraving, one of a kind. A lead engraving made with pride. Veteran armor on your side. Custom gifts and branding done right. A lead engraving, precision in every line.
So I did that one, and then I got the longer one, which I had to throw in the HomeFront SitRep hat. I had to do the Warrior Honor Cruise hat, and a few other the hats that she's made for us here at HomeFront SitRep. And it's I think it's almost about 2 minutes long. The other one
Yeah, I've got an elite engraving problem for sure.
that you do, my friend. You know what time it is, Gunny?
I do, and I got to get my phone to work again.
Tell me when you're
Fun.
ready.
I'm good, man.
All right. Let me get myself ready.
Oh, Willis, come on now.
You sound like Mr. Kim there.
Huh. I will not say what Mr. Kim used to say to me every time he saw me.
All right, here we go. We ready? Let's see. Where am I at? There we go.
Gunny's Words of Wisdom.
A hero is not someone who is not afraid. It's the person who is scared to death, but does what's right anyway.
Say that for the people in the back.
A hero is not someone who is not afraid. It's the person who is scared to death, but does what's right anyway.
That's so powerful.
And I did
That
not
is
say
so
our
powerful.
hero. I said a hero.
You asked Al. You're talking about him.
Yep.
I mean that it because it takes courage to
Well,
do
and
the
it's
right thing.
it's that moral courage, people. What the hell just happened?
You touch something.
I didn't touch anything. My daggum stinking camera just decides it wants to stop working, and I have no clue why it does it, when it does it, how it does it. I am just over everything today. Nothing wants to seem to work.
Well, it's still out.
Daggum stinking thing. Hey, look at that. Woo, I'm back, people.
Ooh, he's back.
I didn't touch
who-
anything. I'm gonna get rid of this J Lab freaking camera. Chuck
What's
that
going
damn
on,
thing.
Chris? How are you, sir? How is the cleanup up in your neck of the woods up there going, brother?
Yeah, still praying for everybody up there in Wisconsin that's affected by that tornado that came through, for sure.
Yes.
All right, Willis, what's your joke of the day?
All right. Trying to find a good one here. I'll just go with this one. Here we go. Back to media.
It's time for the joke of the day.
It has 4 wheels and flies. What has
4 wheels and
flies? A garbage truck.
Oh,
I had to
actually
go
have
there.
6 wheels.
Well, you are correct. They do have 6 wheels.
I mean, some of them probably have 4, but most of the ones I see are 6.
Oh, here's another one. Why do you smear peanut butter on the road? To go with the traffic jam.
Traffic jam. Dang.
Anywho, Gunny, it's that time of night, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Here we go.
Yeah, you're not alone. You still have worth. You still have value. Don't let the dark days win. You don't have to be a product of your environment. Surround yourself with people that are going to build you up and not tear you down. And in the words of Kyle Busch, let your haters be your motivators.
I like it. Let your haters be your motivators. In the silence of your struggles, remember, though unseen, you are deeply held in the hearts of others. You're not alone. The uniform may come off, but the bond remains, and together we heal, together we rise, and together we carry each other forward. And that's the key word, together. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Be someone stranger. And listen, ladies and gents, we talk about this every show. We as humans, we're more apt to talk to a complete stranger than the ones we love the most. So be someone stranger today. When you're out and about and you see somebody and it looks like they're having a bad day, go up to them and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And if they give you the red flags, "I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm living the dream." Ask the next hard question. How are you really doing? And be ready for that conversation, because it could be a 5-minute conversation. It could be an 8-hour conversation. And a lot of times you just need to listen. Don't try to fix, just listen. Because that's a lot of times that's all we need, is somebody to listen to us so we can get it out there.
Just got to get that demon out, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Betsy said it takes a village. You use your resources, use the people around you, use the fight series. I will tell you that will help you tremendously. Just listening or reading to that. Like I said, the audio, there's a lot more emotion behind it. I mean, you can pull the emotion out if you read it, if you're that type of person. But if you're kind of a more stoic style person, listen to the audio, because whoever's reading is putting the emotion there for you, and it will trigger something for sure.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. Well, it's time now for our community partners. We're going to start off with a great veteran nonprofit out there.
Yeah, SOF Missions out of Tampa. Go to sofmissions.org. They do clinics throughout the year. Willis and I attended a 5-day clinic back in, I think it was February. And the entire clinic, except for the group setting stuff, is catered to you, the guest. I'm not going to say you, the veteran, you, the guest, because they do have first responders that apply and attend as well, along with the veterans. If you are a first responder and you want to go, under the branch tab below the services, you'll find fire, EMS, and police. So click it. Tell them the boys at HomeFront SitRep sent you. If you choose to do so, they do have a 365-day aftercare program. They will do your check-ins with you at your 30, 60, 90. Then it's up to you. If you want the supplements, you have to contact them and say, "Hey, I'm out of supplements. I need more." And they'll send you more of your supplements. But they have something I'm not going to ruin everything, but they've got some other great programs that they will help you with. But I mean, Willis and I went down, they had leg compression things. I went to a big wholesale place and they had them on sale, and I bought a set of leg compressions myself, and everybody in my household uses them, especially after a day of working out or doing legs. And then there's some other stuff too, man. So it's just some great resources down there. And again, it's catered to you, the individual, which is, I can't stress that enough, that they are putting you first.
Yep.
In everything that they do. And they have a gala, go to their website, sofmissions.org, check out what they have come up. I mean, I know it's already passed. The golf outing is already passed, but they do a golf outing every year as a fundraiser. They have a gala that's coming up. They do have 2 all-female retreats throughout the year. The next one is October. So if you would rather be around more of the female, go ahead, apply. Again, tell them the boys from HomeFront SitRep tell you. We don't get anything. We get nothing. We are just out here promoting them because we had such a great experience. And like Willis says, they are top tier. It's just amazing group of men and women that are down there running the show. And, and they come out and do things beside you. When you're doing the exercises, they're doing the exercises with you. They may not jump in the cold bath with you, but they're doing the stuff beside you. It's a great organization. I can't say enough about them.
Yeah. SOFmissions.org. Go check them out. They are phenomenal. Up next is
That's phenomenal.
I knew you clicked it. Up next is heroesmediagroup.com. HomeFront SitRep has been a proud family member of the HMG family now for right at 3 years. Adam Bird and his team there, they are simply amazing. If I need anything, all I gotta do is give Adam a call. Say, hey, I need this or I need that. Or sometimes he'll just reach out to me, hey man, just checking in with you. What do you guys need at HomeFront SitRep from HMG? Most of the time I tell them we're good. We don't need anything. But check out heroesmediagroup.com. Check out all the veteran podcasters that they have within the HMG family. So go check out that.
Yeah, Reese Across America, another great community partner that we have. Jeff and his team. What's it been? About 2.5 years that we've been partnered with Reese Across America. We are on Reese Across America Radio every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. One of the great shows that we've had, earlier on. We'll post the audio to there, or you can go to reaseacrossamerica.org/radio and just find the HomeFront SitRep and click on that there, or you listen to some of the other great shows that have going on.
Amen. Up next is sameflagsameoath.com. This is a small veteran-owned, family-ran t-shirt company outside of Katy, Texas. We partnered with them a while back. They created our Marine It Down shirt that Uncle Sam is wearing back here. And then we just recently partnered with them, and we've got our new shirts, which are right here on the screen. We got the spicy pineapple that says on the back of it, it says tossing joy into people's lives since 1918. Then we have our HomeFront SitRep shirt. Then we have our
don't wear the spicy pineapple on the cruise though.
Yeah, don't recommend that. And then then we got our Red Friday shirt. We have the black and we have it in black with red light writing, and we have it in red with black writing. So go check out that. And then we got our You're Not Alone, and then hashtag Be Someone Stranger. Now the Marine It Down shirt comes only in the color that is shown. The spicy pineapple has a couple colors. The HomeFront SitRep is multiple colors. The red shirt is black or red, and then You're Not Alone and Be Someone Stranger is multiple colors and multiple font as well. So go check out. You can find those on our website at homefrontsitrep.com. All right. Up next is, which I've already done, Elite Engraving. I played the commercial for Elite Engraving a while ago, but Gunny has a hat fetish from Elite Engraving. So check out.
Dude, it's a great product. You started this. I want to say that right now.
It is.
You started that with our nice, man, the Richardson 110s. It's a trucker style. I want to turn like I'm wearing one.
Right.
Hat. But you started it with this. Yes. With that nice red carbon fiber with that black underlay. You started it, right? So you got me these two hats. I wear them a lot. I wear them on the show a lot. Be wearing them a lot more once I stopped getting hats to wear on the show. I mean, I'm at the hat and the patch right now.
Right.
But I like those so much that I went and had a Mogadishu Mile hat made. For me, it's the black on black on black on black. And then I did I think I have it right here. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a Warriors Honor cruise with the black on black on black on black. And I liked it. And then I did, I don't have the one on me. Oh, yeah, it is. Right. See, I can't. So, we had her on the show. I'm like, after the show, I'm like, hey, do you have purple? She's like, well, I can get purple carbon fiber with that black underlay. And I was like, man, if you can get that, let me know. I can move some of those hats for you. And Warriors Honor Cruise, we've had them on the show. I'm part of the advisory board. But that hat right there, that purple, man, when the light hits that, and then I've got 3 of these damn freaking Team Fast Tracks ones. But when the light hits that silver, woo, man, I tell you.
Yeah.
So, and that's the black, the black carbon fiber, and it's got a silver underlay on it. Dude, I got 2 other hats in the other room. I got the Team Fast Tracks hat with our sponsor on it. I've got the Mogadishu Mile hat. Dude, I've got an elite engraving problem.
Yes, you do.
I do. Was that David Ball? He's got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
I must admit I got a drinking problem. Well, I must admit I got an elite engraving problem. That's what they need for a commercial is I must admit I got an elite engraving problem.
There you
I
go.
can't carry a tune in a bucket. I gotta find a country singer to sing that for me.
So check out eliteengraving24.com. You can also get our HomeFront SitRep hat on our website, homefrontsitrep.com. Go to merch. You can actually order our hat there. So I did find out tonight that she's going to make me a couple new hats because of the commercials I made for her. And she goes, well, what do you want? I said, just surprise me, because everything that they do is amazing. Look at that. And koozies too. Yeah.
I got a problem, man.
Up next is
Valor Coins and Pins, veteran-owned business, owned and operated by Brent and Brian Casey, the grandsons of the late Herschel Woody Williams, a Medal of Honor recipient from World War II, the Battle of Iwo Jima. Dude, I can't say enough about Brent and Brian. They are phenomenal. I've designed probably, I don't know, 50, 60 coins through Brent. They put out a great product. They don't charge a setup fee. They don't charge the artwork fee. They don't charge, a per color fee. It's just a great product that they put out. And a portion of the proceeds from every sale that Brent or Brian does goes to support the Herschel Woody Williams Foundation to help build Gold Star Memorial monuments all across our great nation. To include some of our U.S. territories like Guam and Puerto Rico. So it's just a great mission overall. Anything you need, challenge coin wise, pin wise, not pen, but pin wise, like medals, like finisher medals, poker chips. They got involved with patches now. So anything patch related, they can do the PVC patches, and it's a great product. I don't have. Matter of fact, tomorrow night I'll have one of his patches right here.
Nice.
I'll get it out of order and put it on. But yeah, it's just great products that Brent and Brian are putting out, and they're 2 great dudes too.
Heck yeah. Up next is RDC Shoes. This is Darren Davis, Marine Corps veteran, retired LEO. Him and his wife created RDC Shoes, which they have the Patriot and Glory. I had my Patriot shoes on yesterday. They are the blue field with the red and white tongue. And it's got the gold eyelets on the top on both sides to represent the Gold Star families. Then they have the Glory, which right now represents the Folds of Honor flag. And that's the start or the fit. I guess it's the field, right? Which
it's the red and white stripes with the field as the tongue.
Yeah. And man, these shoes are super comfortable. They went on with me on the cruise. I wore them pretty much every day while I was on the cruise. And they're just stupid comfortable. Now a percentage of the sale of these shoes, the Folds of Honor goes to the Folds of Honor. The Patriots go to the Woody Williams Foundation to help with Gold Star monuments as well. So go check out RDC Shoes
and the Medal of Honor Foundation.
And the Medal of Honor Foundation. So go check out rdcshoes.com. I think last but not least, HomeFrontSitRep.com. It is updated, but not all the way updated. I think I'm still a little while away from updating it completely. But you can see all these great veteran nonprofits, veteran business owners, veteran singers, comedians, all that we've had on here. They're linked. So you can click on their picture and you can go to their website or Facebook, whatever they have available. So go check out HomeFrontSitRep.com. But it is that time of night, my friend.
Yeah, my guy.
Like we always say on HomeFront SitRep, stay safe out there.
We got your 6.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this show.
Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Cannot wait to have another great show with y'all.
Don't forget you can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Stay safe out there. I got your 6.